What up, Kingsville, Texas? Let me turn this up a little bit. Oh, snap. I was about to get started, but then this came on. I didn't even know this was coming up. I'm sitting here like, hold up
he
now.
hit that. That's probably the hardest I've ever heard in a song.
Most definitely. What up, Kingsville, Texas? This is Straight to Facts here on 91.1 KHFM, 91.1. Got my girl Ashley Gonzalez here, Travis Demas. How y'all doing?
Good.
Feeling good. Glad to be here.
Yeah, Kevin Hooks said that I look a little sun-kissed, so
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
You been at the beach.
I have been at the beach. It's been a good weekend.
I'm about to say the weather, everything's been pretty good. So Sunday the weather was perfect. Saturday it was hot.
Yeah.
It was a little hot on.
And we got that good little breeze last night.
But yeah.
It was nice. It was nice.
Just came out of nowhere though. Just walk out. Ooh.
Made me put on long sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I had to go to San Antonio this weekend. Went to Fiesta. It was a Taste of New Orleans weekend. So
You know, you heard me?
oh yeah, you heard me. Oh yeah, they was killing it. It was fun there. Acted like it was gonna rain a couple times, but it didn't. Had a little video. They had this Asian lady was killing it, bro. They was up there. The band was up there. She was in the front row just getting it. It was like, oh, get it. So yeah, I had a little good weekend. Everybody else, good weekend, everybody.
Oh yeah, can't complain.
Yeah, I had an interesting weekend.
Interesting.
Tell us about
It was
it.
definitely interesting. Just went out with a couple coworkers, things like that. You know, it was
Everything
fun.
can't be on the air. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
it was fun. That's what I'm saying. It was fun. We had a good time and stuff like that. It was fun. Got to see a lot of people out of their comfort zone. You know, it's always good to see.
What about you, Mr. Hookster over there?
Yeah, the hookster is back, man. So I had to step out for a minute, make a phone call. But yeah, no, this weekend I was just doing a little bit of home improvement. Trying to make my house nice and pretty for my babies. I gave them some brand new bedrooms and still working on it actually.
What kind of bedrooms?
My little baby girl got a little princess room, of course. My little 3-year-old princess. Then my boys, they got a Batman, Superman combination. I'm telling you, it's awesome. I want to take pictures of it and submit it to some type of website or something. I did it all myself.
He's putting in that work. Putting in that work.
Oh, yeah, and it's nice, man, nice. So, but yeah, that's all I did this weekend. Just working on the house, taking care of babies, man.
Talking about Superman, Batman, I think that's what we seeing going on in that Houston Thunder series. You know what I mean? We got a little Batman. We got Batman. You know what I mean? We got got Superman.
You like that
you know what I mean?
That's why I mentioned it.
A little brother trying to do something, but it ain't enough. It ain't enough.
You got Superman trying to do it all by himself. And then Batman got help of the Avengers on his side. Westbrook out there got nobody, but it's a good series though. Houston, what is it? 3-1 right now?
Yeah, it's 3-1 right now. It's
probably the most exciting series.
It's definitely the most exciting series.
Exciting series.
I can say that by far. I say the Indiana Cavs series, that was actually a pretty good series.
It was. Even
all the games were pretty close.
Yeah, they were all close.
But they were close games. There was times where Indiana probably could have pulled out a couple wins actually.
Most definitely.
But I mean, they just need a little bit more pieces on their team besides Paul George. But anyway, back to Houston. Oh man, I can talk about.
Oh man, oh yeah.
I can talk about Houston for days. I mean, honestly though, in this series, a lot of people would say, they're seeing the Rockies, struggle with, a 6 seed and things like that. But I mean, when you play Westbrook, I mean, Westbrook's hard to stop. I mean, when you put like 3 people on Westbrook, of course somebody's gonna be open for that easy layup and things like that. So that's what's been happening in this series. Westbrook has the numbers that he always has and things like that. And you can see the frustration after the games when they're losing these games. But honestly, me personally, I feel like this should have been a sweep. They should have won Game 3. But due to people not being able to box out and stuff like that, I mean, they won that game. But it's a 3-1 game. Everybody's still saying Westbrook's the MVP.
Yeah.
It sounds good.
You're hearing everyone come out. People that had votes, they're all coming out. Most of them are saying that their first vote went to Westbrook. I think he's going to win the award. But rightfully so, though. Come on now. I mean, just like you said, it should have been a sweep, but just how good Westbrook is, he was at least able to pull a game off. I mean, when they just had a video come out yesterday. He was getting interviewed, and one of the press guys asked Steven Adams, like, so what's y'all's deal? Why every time Westbrook goes to the bench, y'all can't do something? And Westbrook was like, Adams, I got this. He was like, don't try to turn us against each other. We the same team. There ain't no without Westbrook, with Westbrook. It's the Thunder. You know what I mean? It's the Thunder. So that was good to hear from him. Westbrook wasn't gonna sit there and let them kind of sneak diss. You know what I mean? Them his homeboys. I mean, even though they ain't stepping up, they're not stepping up for him. He's scoring 50 points, 13 rebounds. I mean, he just needs people to knock down a couple of shots. They're not doing it. But I think more and more people are getting a lot of respect for Westbrook, though. People can say, "Oh, nobody wants to play with him." That's not true at all. If he's averaging 13 assists, that means you're going to get the ball.
Yeah, but
he could get 20 assists if they would knock down some of these shots.
Right, and I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. But the thing is, I mean, everybody says they don't have shooters and people that can knock down shots. I don't agree with that. I really do not agree with that because first of all, you have,
is that it?
Yeah, I mean, you got Oladipo. You just added McDermott and stuff. Like you got
McDermott. Oh, okay, my gosh. McDermott? Really? We're going to talk about McDermott.
Hey, McDermott's been having a good series. Actually, he's really... They wouldn't have won Game 3 without McDermott. I'll tell you that right now.
His first good game all
and that's the only time he started. He didn't even start in Game 1. They started playing him in Game 2.
Bruh.
And then he won.
Y'all have somebody like Lou Williams that can come and drop 30 off the bench.
That's true.
They don't have anyone that can do that. Y'all have the 6th man of the year. Y'all have Lou Williams that can drop 30 off the bench. You got Anderson that can knock down shots. You got Nene that just went 12 for 12. Don't tell me that. Y'all team is way better. And then we talked about this earlier. Y'all have all of the pieces to make a run. They just have Westbrook. Don't give me no McDermott. Where does McDermott, what would he rank out in the Houston Rockets? When you name players,
would he work with the Houston Rockets?
Yeah, where would he be? Would he be the 7th best player on the team? Come on, be real.
He'd probably be on the Rockets team right now. He'd actually be an asset on the Rockets. He'd probably be better than Ariza in their offense. Honestly, to tell you the truth, because Ariza's field goal percent. I understand that
you don't need him to score a bunch. You have.
I understand
Williams,
that he plays defense, but I'm saying offense wins games. I mean, you got to put points on the board.
Defense wins championships.
Ooh.
I don't even know. I understand what you're saying.
Come on now.
That's
you
true.
need the defensive players.
That's true, but everybody knows the Rockets don't play defense.
But
everybody knows that.
No, but there's gonna be. But you know what? There's certain possessions during a game, fourth quarter, to where you need defense. I give it to you. The game is about scoring, but it always comes down to the end. You need that stop. You need that rebound. You need that steal, and that's what happens in football, basketball. You need defense in crunch time, and Ariza's going to be out there in crunch time to be able to guard one of the other team's best winged players, so Harden can still be good on offense, so he doesn't have to guard him.
I understand that.
McDermott can't play no defense. Zero.
I don't know about
McDermott was getting 8 up. Come on now, you was watching the game.
I was watching the game.
He got 8 up every time.
He can't play no defense, but he can get you that one steal in that crucial time.
All I saw was hand. Every time someone had McDermott's on, the hand was going up in the air. Pass me the ball. I got McDermott on me. Pass me the ball every time. Come on, Travis. You've seen that.
Now check this out. Who has a better defensive team, OKC or the Rockets? If defense wins championships, who has a better team defensively, OKC or the Rockets?
Come on now. No one said you don't have to have an
okay, so that just made what you just said.
No, that's not. Defense does win championships.
Okay, so why they not winning this game? Why they not winning this series?
You said games. I said championships.
Okay, so that means that we have to win this series and go to the next round.
Y'all won't win a championship because y'all don't play defense.
Okay, but OKC has a better team. So what are you saying?
No, we
go around offense. That's why I said
OKC has a better team.
McDermott would fit with the Rockets better.
Who said OKC has a better team? I just said 10 times that y'all have that McDermott will be the 8th best player on y'all team. So how could I say?
I said this is where the argument stemmed from. I said that McDermott would fit better with the Rockets than Ariza would because he can knock down the 3 more consistently than Ariza. Ariza's only hit 4. He hasn't even hit 4 threes. He's hit 3 threes this whole series.
He's having a down series. But
he's been having a down year ever since like the All-Star break. He hasn't been able to hit threes. He hasn't been able to. McDermott's hit 3 threes in like 2 games. He didn't even play in the first 2.
Like I said,
come on now.
Having Beverly and Ariza out there lets Harden do what he does on the offensive end. Harden doesn't have to play defense because you have 2 stingy defensive wings out there in Beverly and Ariza. So he's not knocking down that shot. You know what? We don't need him to knock down that shot. That's what we have Harden going to the free throw line 30 times for. Take it in there and get those shots.
And I understand that. That's the same thing that Westbrook does. Now, I was getting to a point to what I was saying. Now, the reason that, because Westbrook has a lot of those pieces. I guarantee if you put Harden on that same team that Westbrook is on, they're probably at least 5 wins better. I can tell you that right now, right off the bat.
So,
just because, for the simple fact that, all right, when Harden makes people around him better. You know why? Because he is a ball dominant player, but he's not afraid to pass the ball. Westbrook is afraid to pass the ball sometimes, and I understand why.
How are you afraid to pass the ball when you're averaging 11 assists a game?
Because all of these assists are layups. When you have 3 people on you, of course you're going to have to pass the ball because you're not going to go up and take a
So one guy, so Westbrook has more assists than Harden. But Harden's not afraid to pass the ball, and Westbrook is. That doesn't make any sense. Look, Westbrook has more assists. That means he's willing to pass the ball.
Look, that's in this particular series. All right, look.
I'm saying when you got bums, look at Kobe.
Throughout the whole year, Harden averaged more assists than him. He averaged more. Yes, he did.
Dude, you saying?
Yes, he did. He averaged more assists than Westbrook.
And
he was more efficient player than Westbrook. He's still being a more efficient player.
Yeah, he's more efficient. But you can be more efficient when you have better people on your team.
I'm saying I see what you're saying. I'm not saying that
the Westbrook does not have a chance if they don't score. He doesn't score 40 points. He has to shoot 25, 30 times a game, or his team doesn't have a chance.
I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying he has to have 50 points. I'm not saying he has to shoot 28 times a game. I don't know about that.
Yes, he does. Harden can score 12 points, and their team can win. I can look it up right now. How many games Westbrook didn't score over 20 points and they won the game? I bet you we won't find one game. I'll put money on the table right now that if Westbrook didn't score over 20 points and almost have a triple-double, I bet you they didn't win one game. And Harden had plenty of games where he could kind of lay back, hadn't have to do as much, and Lou would step up. What was the guy that's going to get 6 Man of the Year? His name keeps coming from my head. Eric Gordon steps up. He has Anderson can score two. Like you said, Westbrook has the force feed. He has to force feed to where the other people triple team him, and then someone gets an easy layup. Because if he passes it to Oladipo, he can't create his own shot.
Adams can't create his own shot.
No, he can't.
Yes,
he can't create.
Anderson did a great job of creating his own
Robinson
shot in
cannot.
Game 4.
Robinson can't create his own. Robinson can't create his own shot.
Robinson can't.
Robinson can't. So who else can? McDermott can't create his own shot. He can knock down shots. Now, he can knock down shots, but he can't create his own shot. Everyone on y'all's team can create their own shot almost every wing player. Beverly, he's not the greatest offensive player, but he can create his own shot. Harden can create his own shot. Gordon, Luke, when you have one, you can't just focus on one person. So if you just try to focus on Harden, Lou gets 30.
That's true.
You try to focus everyone on Westbrook, the other players still don't do anything on their end. And he's still they're missing easy buckets out there. You're watching. I know you watching the games. I know you're a Rockets fan, but I know you watching the games.
I know.
I know you watching the games,
and I know you watching the games too.
Yeah, and I respect for your team. I respect for your team. I love your team.
But this is all I'm saying about Westbrook. All I'm saying about Westbrook is you are the leader of a team, just like James Harden is the leader of the Rockets. Yes, I understand you might have better pieces in play. I'm not saying that the pieces aren't better. I'm just saying that they can still get the job done. I'm saying the reason they're not getting the job done because there's a difference in an effective triple-double and an ineffective triple-double. And Westbrook has more ineffective triple-doubles than effective triple-doubles because when you're taking that many shots, when you play basketball, you have to take shots to stay in the game and stay warm. You got to be warm. If you're not taking shots because Westbrook is taking 28 shots per game, that means you're cold the whole game. So when he does pass you that ball, you don't have any kind of flow going or anything, so of course you're going to miss those shots. But if
you can't knock down shots anyways, it doesn't matter.
Okay, but you got to have faith in your teammates. That's what I'm saying. That's the point that you're missing.
What do you mean? He comes out the game, and they have a chance to do it, and what happened before?
I understand.
When he's out the game.
Multiple times when the Rockets have done that too.
No. Anytime.
Okay,
Harden can come out the game, and y'all's offense still looks good. Does y'all team look good when Harden comes out the game?
I'm not saying that it doesn't.
Yes or no?
I'm not saying that it doesn't.
Now, you watch the games. Anytime Westbrook comes out the game, does anyone make their own shot or they just turn the ball over and over again? The OKC has been up on y'all, and then every time Westbrook comes out the game, so it's not like
and why does that happen? Why can't they have? Because they don't have any rhythm at the time.
It's not rhythm. They don't have good basketball players. That's what it is.
I'm confused as to whether y'all are building an argument off of the MVP perspective or the
Uh,
team perspective? Because y'all are getting confused.
We all know Houston's better. No one's arguing.
Oh, yeah, everybody knows that
but
Houston's
it
better.
seems like you're
Okay.
trying to say that the teams aren't that far apart, and it's because of Westbrook that that OKC can't win. That's BS. It's not because of Westbrook. It's because of the others on his team. You have people that have. You mean Ariza has a title. Nene was a number 2 guy on the team before. Gordon was a number 1 guy on the team before. Ariza was a number 3 guy. Great, like you have these people that were great people on other teams before. You have a coach in D'Antoni that has a proven system that works. Now flip it over to OKC. You got Westbrook. Now name me these other guys after that have been a number 1 guy on their team before. There's no one. Oladipo
Because they're all
wasn't.
young. They're all young in their careers. All of them. Everybody on the OKC team has not even played a combined 5 years in the NBA. That's why they're not the number 1 person on their team or have done that before. Look, all I'm saying about
Okay,
all I'm
numbers
saying,
done that,
hold
but
on,
when
wait,
they
wait.
leave, they're not going to be
Okay,
that.
you don't know that because their
arguing.
career is still young. That's what I'm saying. Ariza and all of them, they've already had their careers, and now they're like, okay, this is my role. They don't even know their roles yet in OKC because they that new to the game. All I'm saying is that Westbrook, you're a leader of that team. And yes, I'm holding it against Adams and them too because there's a thing about basketball. You got to have confidence to knock down shots. Everybody knows that. When you're a confident player, you play better. And their confidence is down because they know they're not getting the ball. They know Westbrook's going to go one-on-one the whole time. And
That's
if
not
Westbrook
what he's
can't
doing.
do it, then, all right, I guess we just lose. Maybe he might pass me the ball. If he passes me the ball, I'm too shook because I don't even know what's coming now. Now I don't have no
That's not
rhythm or
true.
anything
He's
like
looking to
that.
get them the ball
All
all
I'm saying
game.
is when you're the leader, you have to make the people around you better. And James Harden does that. I'm not saying
No,
that Westbrook doesn't. I'm not saying that Westbrook doesn't, but he needs to do it at a higher rate so they could actually succeed and go further. They're gonna do if they do the same thing that they did this year, next year, it's not gonna work for them because eventually people are gonna start figuring out ways to stop Westbrook and things like that. That's just how it's gonna happen. Until he decides to take it upon himself to make his teammates better, they're always gonna be in the same situation.
So
So
your thing is he needs to take 10 less shots a game, and then his team could beat y'all if he takes 10 less shots a game. That's BS. You don't believe that. You don't believe if Westbrook shoots less that they're going to be able to beat y'all. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. You just think that Harden is better than Westbrook, which is fine though. That's all a preference.
No, I don't
That's
think
a
that at
preference,
all.
and
I
that's
don't think
cool.
that at all.
But
If you ask me in my heart of hearts,
but you're
Westbrook
saying
is a better player.
you flip them
That's me
teams. If you flip them teams, what Westbrook is having 20 assists a game because all those other players can knock down shots.
So
You can't tell me that Harden goes over to OKC and now they the number 3 seed. It's not happening. It's not happening.
okay, you believe that Harden influences your team better than Westbrook influences his team as far as W's go.
Exactly.
That's easy to say when you have better players. Yeah, it's
That
just
was
easy
so
to say.
simple after all. Okay.
That's easy to say is that I make my teammates better because I have better people. When you have better people around you, it lifts you up when you have better people around you. Steel sharpens steel. When you have better people around you,
That's true.
It makes everyone better. He doesn't have anyone that's even close as good. I mean, I think that if the Rockets can lock up on defense, I think they might have a shot. No one in sports world has ever thought this season that OKC has a chance of winning a championship, and it's not based off of because of Westbrook's not lifting his teammates up. Am I right? Come on now. That's not the reason. It's because he doesn't have the help. That's the only talk that we hear about is because Westbrook doesn't have the help. It's not because this is a championship team. Y'all have a championship team because you know what? You have championship players on your team. You have players that win championships. How many times have we seen teams win a championship that don't have a championship player on their team? You know what I mean? It's hard to get over the hump. Y'all have people that won championships on your team.
I see what you're saying.
But y'all did be good. I'm not gonna. I ain't listen to that. That it's Westbrook's fault that his team's not doing that. Nah.
That's not so Westbrook need help. Is pretty much what you're saying.
That's all it is.
And that's why the teams are supposed to build around their star player.
Durant just left last year.
You said they have What do y'all said? You can't combine 5 years in their team or whatever.
Oh, that's what I was saying. I was saying they have inexperience. Everybody's
Right.
young on their team, so they're still developing. So you're not going to see anybody on their team that has championship records and stuff like that.
Right.
I think the only people
you
on their
just-
team is Adams and Westbrook. They went to the finals once. That's about it. So that's the only two people they have because everybody else is still
Well,
new
'cause
in their career, so they have to prove
and
themselves.
That's what I'm getting out of y'all's argument. Actually, it seems like y'all are both saying the same thing in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Westbrook is the man, Harden is the man. It's just that Westbrook needs.
But he's saying that he has
They don't have
he
the
has
experience yet. They don't have the
Right,
experience
right.
yet on OKC. I'm not saying
They
my
don't-
thing
that's
is
true,
that
they don't
my
have the
thing
experience,
is
but
that
the
you're
players
saying
still are
that they just can't knock down shots. I'm saying they can knock down shots. You
No,
got to
they
give them
can't.
confidence to knock down the shots because
That's
they
not true.
rookies.
That's
Any
not
rookie
true.
you got, they're not just gonna come in there and just be ice cold like a veteran. It's not gonna happen. You got to give them the confidence to take these shots and lead them in the right direction. And no, it's not all Westbrook. I'm not saying it's all Westbrook. That's not what I'm saying.
You're saying
I'm
he doesn't lift his teammates
I'm
up as
saying
good
that
as
he
Harden
could
as
do
he
a
does.
better job of getting them more involved and looking for them in clutch times to build their confidence. The owners could do a better job of getting some veterans
Well, I mean,
on the
but
court.
you- but you
the
said-
organization
I mean,
can do a lot of
I
things.
mean, you say that, but they're 1 year away from Durant, though. So it's not that this team has been together for.
And
I mean, this team has
understand
been
that.
together, but Durant just left. So I mean, we're talking all this. If Durant stays with them, the OKC is probably going back to the finals. They were a game away of going to the finals. So you take Durant off of this team, and then Westbrook is still able to hold off. I mean, those two are just. I mean, we just had. They're probably top 5. Durant and Westbrook. They're probably top 5 in the game right now. So to have those two type of players, they still have these efficiencies that they had. But when you have a Durant type player, you don't see those things, and so
That's
you
true.
lose Durant,
Because
and then
Durant's
it's
more
just
efficient. That's why you don't see those things because Durant's so efficient. That's actually another debate for another time. But
Another time.
a lot of people
Not now.
believe that's one of the reasons that Durant left because they didn't know who was going to take the shot in the last minutes because Westbrook just has that mentality like I'm not passing it, which is a good mentality to have. Don't get me wrong.
No, but it's
I
all,
love Westbrook.
No, I agree with you to an extent. But hey, Durant, if you an alpha dog, why would you even give it up? So
That's
so
true.
so don't
That's
be
true.
mad if we are going down the court and because a lot of times Durant had it first and then he passed it up
Right.
and then he want the ball back, but it's like, oh, you want it back after I set you up for it?
Exactly,
It's
but that's
like
what
if
a point guard's supposed to do.
You mean with LeBron, with Kobe, with all these other people, they didn't have nobody set that last play up for him. Jordan. Hey, Jordan didn't have no point guard set it up.
I understand.
I'm coming down the court. I'm looking at the
understand.
clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull up.
Jordan was a better shooter than
you know what I
Westbrook.
mean?
We all know that.
Oh yeah, no. I'm not sitting here saying that Westbrook is a great shooter.
Now, who's a better shooter, Westbrook or McDermott right now?
It's hard to say. If you're just sitting there in an open gym, nobody guarding you, I probably pick McDermott. But
Okay.
but that's not the only type of shooting. That's easy shooting. That because he gets it after Westbrook, someone double teams him.
Exactly.
And what Westbrook is a better shooter because Westbrook can do it when somebody's guarding on him.
That's true. But
So
isn't
if you
it
want to say a shoot, no. McDermott isn't more efficient if somebody's guarding him than Westbrook is.
I'm not, okay.
That's different type of shooting.
I'm
If
saying-
you're saying Curry's just sitting there in the gym, Curry and Korver are just sitting there in the gym, Korver's gonna hit more threes just open than Curry is. Now, but you telling me you got to dribble and and boogie somebody and then pull up? That's Curry all day. Korver can't shoot like that. He can't come off the dribble. So
That's true.
just trying to say who's a better shooter.
Okay, now
what
last
type
seconds of the
situation.
game. I'll get to KD point later, but last seconds of the game, you Westbrook, you're a point guard. You're the point guard of the OKC Thunder. What's a point guard's job? It's to get your shooters open. Now you got a shooting guard in McDermott. He's a knockdown shooter. You know this. It's all he does is shoot threes. That's all he does. The only reason he's on the team is to sit there and shoot threes. So what are you supposed to do? Drive, get the triple team, double team, whatever you got to do to get him open to hit that wide open three. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Crazy.
That's the smart basketball play, isn't it?
You might call it the smart basketball play, but they paying Westbrook $30 million a year to take the
that
last.
shot on three people.
Yes.
That's the
Kyrie
problem
Irving.
right there.
That's the problem. Kyrie Irving get paid $25-30 million to take the last shot. But you
I
don't
understand
see
that, but when you see Kyrie, it's like one-on-one. It's not 3-on-1.
There's some instances, you know what I mean, where you have the Robert Horry, the Derek Fisher, to where they knock down that shot. You know what I mean? But we know more times of Jordan doing it than Kerr doing it. You know what I mean? Kerr got that big moment, but we know more of Kobe doing it than a Fisher doing it. We have more stuff of Tim Duncan hitting that last shot than somebody else on the team. When Robinson was playing, you have those moments. They're saying that you might not ever pass it, but I'm paying my superstar to take the last shot. That's why when Paul George, when Teague took that shot, Paul George had to grab him. You know what I mean? Kind of put his hand over him like, hey, it's okay. Like, I'm not gonna jump on you, but I'm the man. They paying me
but at the end
to
of the
take
day,
that last shot, even if it ain't the best basketball shot or not. You want your best player shooting the ball at the end. I don't care if it's the best shooter because the best shooter's not always gonna make it at the end. Because you know when it's crunch time, people like Westbrook, Curry, Harden, they got ice in their veins.
But who has a higher percentage of making it?
So I don't care about no. I don't care about higher percentage during crunch time because those other players choke up during those times.
I understand, and that's
on
the
crunch
key
time,
fact.
that's when prime time people
That is
show
a key
up.
fact. But when you do that, you have to get a good shot. You made a good point. Paul George saying that he needed to take that last shot. What did he do? He got double teamed because Brian came and trapped him. So he went and he actually passed the ball to C.J. Miles because C.J. Miles was open.
Not T.J.
So he ran back over to C.J. Miles and got a better shot. He was open. If C.J. Miles would have passed it back, he would have had that shot. That's all I'm saying about Westbrook. That's fine if you want to take the last shot, but take a smart shot. That's all I'm saying.
I don't feel like Jason. I don't know. Like I said.
So my last question to y'all before we jump into another series, because this is swallowed up a big time.
This is the best series going on right now.
I understand, but it's crunch time, guys. So who's gonna win the series? I just want like a minute
It's
answer.
over.
Houston.
H-Town?
minute.
H-Town
It's about to
hold
go
down.
in.
Okay.
He's 5 games. It's done.
Okay. So let's move on to another series that we can blow up about.
What's the next best series going on
Next
right
best series, I gotta say, probably Bulls and Celtics. I mean, it's pretty interesting. It's tied up 2-2. I mean, Bulls being an 8 seed, Celtics being a 1 seed, going down 2-0 to start off to an 8 seed. But then again, in Chicago, you got that veteran D Wade, and then you got Jimmy Butler as well, and then you got Rondo, but he got hurt, so that's
gonna be out for
probably
the
what
playoffs.
that's
Is
what I'm
this
saying.
is this
So
D
that's
Wade's
gonna-
last season?
I think D Wade probably has at least 2 more in it.
Okay. What about you? What do you
Probably
think?
at
2 more?
Yeah, he'll be there.
The way he rests during the season, yeah.
But does he want 2 more? That's the, you know what I mean. Then they lose.
I think he might get
They
traded.
I
lose
feel like
this
he's
year.
I think he-
definitely a veteran.
I think he might get traded though.
I think he might stay. It depends.
I think the
depends,
Bulls
'cause
are
I know
gonna
he
blow
has
the
this-
team up. I think
yeah.
they're gonna blow that team up.
Well, no, I don't think they'll do that because the way that they're clicking in the playoffs right now just shows signs that they could be potentially better next year and get a better first round matchup. So I feel like they'll probably stick together this year because I think D-Wade, what did he sign for 2 years? He signed a 2-year contract.
Yeah, it had to be
Yeah, so this will probably be the last team that he plays for. Honestly, just me talking in general, but
He'll
I
go
feel
back
like
to Miami.
yeah, I don't know.
He's a Miami guy. He'll go there for.
He'll probably retire like with Miami, like with their jersey and all of that. But
I think he'll have one little going away season because Miami ain't been good.
Yeah, that's
And if their team is decent, you know what I mean, you can go give them 20 minutes a night, get fans, you bring the fans
but
in.
I really think he's trying to get a championship right now. I think he's trying to get at least one more.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. If you want to get a championship,
You gotta go to Cleveland.
you got to go. To Cleveland. I mean, or you got to go.
Wherever
you
he
got to
at,
go out
though.
west,
That's
and
true.
you get to Oracle Arena
And I see
with the
but
Warriors.
this is crazy. This thing, I think LeBron started this with all this, going back and forth trying to get a ring. Whatever happened to, getting a team, and building. You ain't gonna win every year. I mean, whatever happened to building your team around you, or like you said, the owners, the GMs, whatever. Build up the team to get a championship instead of always trying to hop
true.
Kevin Durant, everybody hopping around trying to get a ring.
I mean, LeBron
You
started.
know?
I mean, plenty of people
I mean,
did
it's
not in
actually
their
been
primes.
before then.
LeBron's the first player in his prime to do it. I mean, we had Karl Malone and Gary Payton, all them trying to go to
Right.
Lakers to get one. I mean,
Yeah.
but in their prime, we've never seen players in their they were all in the top 10 players in the
Yeah.
game at the time. Wade, LeBron, and Bosh. We had never seen that before. So
Right.
this is LeBron started this phenomena of in your prime, let me meet up with.
Yeah, I think
with
LeBron started
someone.
the whole I'm gonna leave my team to go join somebody. There's always been big threes and even big fours at sometimes. But
most of those they made, but
they were made around them. That's what I'm saying.
Those were homegrown ones. A lot of them were home. So, but these are
first to leave.
These are bought home. These are bought teams. You know what I mean? I mean, the Celtics did too, but they weren't in their prime. They got one and they were done. They were all older. Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce. None of them were in their primes, but they were all smarter. You know what I mean? Right. They might have been in their primes in their brain, but not physical. And Rondo was probably the biggest factor in all of that. Most definitely. They win no championship without Rondo. Yeah. Rondo was the young stud coming up, and that's why
he had the most energy
getting into it. So
he actually originated this whole era of triple doubles.
Oh yeah.
If you think about it, he was the first one out there getting triple doubles as a point guard. I mean, and actually somebody made the comment: if Westbrook was taller, would he be the best player in the league right now?
Yes. Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, because that's the reason why LeBron is the best.
He's a monster.
Because LeBron,
huge guy.
I mean, we're talking about like jump shot. LeBron's is a streaky shooter.
Yes.
He's not a good shooter.
He can get to the rack like. Oof.
He can get to the rack at any time.
Steps, big shoulders.
And he has. I mean, his basketball mind is above the ceiling. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's smart basketball wise. So. And then he can rebound. He can do it. If he wasn't as big, he wouldn't be the best player. I'm not saying he still wouldn't be great, but that just being 6'7", 6'8",
he's
200. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? 200.
So what if Brown was 6'3"? That's how much Westbrook is. If Brown was 6'3",
he wouldn't be as good because he don't have that fight and he ain't got that dog. And that's the one thing to why I don't think basketball purists will never put LeBron over Jordan, is because LeBron ain't got that dog. You know what I mean? Jordan got that, like Kobe got that. Like
I don't know.
I'm gonna eat you. You know what I mean? What Westbrook has that. I'm going. You know what I mean? I'm going to eat. Right. I mean, even though people don't like it, Curry has like he's fun with it, but Curry has that, and he's playful with it. His height
gets in his way.
You know what I mean? No, but
Curry's height really gets in his way.
No, but I'm saying, but he has that dog to where. But it's funny though, because like Curry will come down and shoot it from half court and just you know what I mean, like. That's trying to embarrass you. That's a dog to where it's just like, they hitting you like, ooh, like you just shot it from half court and made it all this like.
Yeah, I did. He's like, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Because it's different. It's different with Curry though, because his dog, he doesn't have the athleticism that Westbrook has. So Westbrook shows his dog with athleticism. Curry shows his with his shooting,
physical will.
And my thing with Brian, I'm not gonna say he doesn't have the dog, because you'll see little points in time where he does have the dog. You know, he's just. That's my thing with him. He
more
does
it.
He does basketball IQ.
He's more magic.
Yeah,
he's more magic.
He's more basketball IQ. So if he's getting double team, he's going past that rock.
He's like the Floyd Mayweather of basketball.
Yeah, he does everything right. But, like you might not like it. I mean, you have analysts tell him all the time, like, dude, I know there's two people on you, but you're LeBron James. Take that shot. Same way he was just talking about with Westbrook and things like that.
And you know what?
But he'll pass that.
During those moments, most of the time when LeBron passes it, I don't know any moments of like, well, then he passed it and someone knocked down the big shot. And
what do you mean against San Antonio?
We're talking about, was it Curry? Who hit it?
No, it was Ray Allen. He hit that three against San Antonio. They take him to the game 7.
Okay, he has that. But most of the time with LeBron, when he takes the shot or he drives it in, he makes it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
he does. So he's getting fouled.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the reason that people get on him, it's like I have a lot of moments where I'm just thinking in my head right now that LeBron knocked down the shot and like ran through or came in there, got that dunk and shook the whole rim, and so it's like LeBron's one of the only players in the league that can get to his spot on the floor every single time. And so when he turns it down, especially in crucial moments, it's like, what? Like, what? Why did you just pass it to this guy that can't get his own shot? Yes, it was the smart basketball play, and I get it. It was the smart basketball play, but when you're the best player in the world, I think the best basketball play is you taking the shot. I'm not going to break down analytics when I'm saying who do you want taking the shot? Travis Pettis because I'm wide open, and it's an open shot for me. But you're LeBron James, you're the best player in the world. But he was open though, so he passed it to him, and then you know what I mean, I airball it. You know what I mean? And it's like, well, yeah, but good job, LeBron. You made the good I think that good basketball move can get you in trouble, and it's gotten LeBron the flack that he's got because it's like, oh, well, you made the great basketball move, yes, but it really wasn't the good basketball move because you passed it to a guy that shouldn't be shooting it.
But my thing is with Bron, the way you can counter that is that Bron gets you involved the whole game. Because Bron's going to fill that stat sheet. So he's going to pass you the ball. Bron wants to pass the ball. That's the thing a lot of people don't know. Bron wants to pass the ball. He wants to be more like Magic as much as possible. I mean, he started off as a point guard.
He's a 6'8" point guard.
In high school, he was a point guard. So he wants to pass the ball all the time. And Bron will keep you warm the whole game because that's what he's always complaining about. He needs help. And so we need another playmaker and stuff like that. That's what he's talking about. He's saying, I need somebody that's just going to stand there and shoot three. That's the reason why Kevin Love doesn't fit in. Because when you look at Kevin Love, it's like every time Bron shoots or throws him the ball, if Bron throws you the ball, shoot it. Right. Just shoot it. Don't dribble, do anything else. Just shoot it. No, that's how Bron passes the ball. And Kevin Love always has to take another dribble for some reason. And he's so slow that people always get there by that point. So it's like, bro, just shoot it. Bron threw you a fastball. It was going 90. Shoot the ball.
That guy is pretty slow, though, honestly.
I think when he said he wanted a playmaker, I think he wanted another wing, another wing that could create their own shots. So him and Kyrie could maybe go to the bench at the same time. Mm-hmm. And they thought Darren Williams was going to be a guy, which I told y'all he wasn't. Everybody was like, oh, Darren Williams is coming. I'm like, what has Darren Williams done the last 3-4 years? I'm all about what have you done for me lately.
Yeah. Lately.
I mean, but it'll work for them because he can knock down a three occasionally. You know?
Oh, yeah.
So it'll work for them because Bron can, like I said, throwing that fastball. D. Williams ain't going to put the ball on the court. He's just going to shoot it. Just like J.R. Smith. Just like Iman Shumpert. Only person that puts you on the floor is Kevin Love. He messes up everything.
I mean, we'll see. I don't know who they're going to have in the next round, but it'll get a little bit more exciting.
They're the 2 seed, so they'll probably let me look down this list.
But it's going to be something though, because I mean the Pacers took them pretty good. Like I said, they got swept, but it wasn't. They didn't get blown out. No games. It was always close games.
Right.
Paul George.
Those were close.
So
another good series.
I wonder. You think it'd be? You think other players in the league may not want to play with LeBron? I mean, nothing personal against LeBron, but just knowing if I go on that team, there's no way I'm going to be a superstar.
No, I don't think it happens with LeBron.
No. I don't think another superstar would want to go play with LeBron now. But others, like, you know what I mean, someone like a Kyle Korver, you know what I mean, like Kyle Korver or somebody like that. Everybody want to play with LeBron, but I don't think that you're going to see a Paul George want to go play with LeBron. I don't think you're going to see another superstar want to go play with him because of that fact. Anyone that's trying to make their own legacy don't want to go play with LeBron.
Right. I mean,
I'm just being real. If you're trying to make your own legacy, why you can go play with someone that they're talking about possibly being the best player of all time?
I mean, I think
you want to do like Paul George, where he's like, you know what? I want to go back home to LA. And this gonna be my team, my squad. But when you Kyle Korver, I mean, even someone like Kevin Love, I'll come play with. I'll come get mine where I can just get them checks, get some rings, but no superstar. You ain't gonna see nobody like Curry want to go play with LeBron. You ain't gonna see Westbrook want to go play with LeBron. You ain't gonna want to see Harden, KD. I mean, KD probably will because he went to the Warriors. So I can't throw KD out there.
But the difference with KD is that a lot of the superstars, when you look at the top 5 superstars in the NBA, most of them are ball dominant players, so they got to have the ball in their hands to be effective and things like that. Bron's starting to lean more toward I don't want the ball in my hands, just pass it to me when I'm open under the basket type. But
that's getting old.
Yeah,
that's what getting old does. I'm not trying to be mean, but I mean that's what happens when you get older.
That's what it is.
That's why he wants a playmaker. Like he's like, I can give it to you in spurts, but I can't give you 40 minutes of all-out assault like I used to do.
Right, but With that being said, most of the superstars now are ball dominant. I mean, I think the only one is KD. Really, same thing with Popovich in San Antonio. They had to adjust a little bit because Popovich has never really had a ball dominant superstar.
You got one now,
and now you got Kawhi Leonard, and he's very ball dominant. He needs the ball.
Once again, he's ball dominant because no one else on the Spurs can create their own shot.
You can give it to Aldridge though. Aldridge gets down in that.
No. He can work. He can work in the post, but I'm talking about he can't create a shot for nobody else. If Aldridge gets the ball, maybe if they try to come with a double, if he's eating them up. Yeah. But they don't have that other. And most time we talk about playmaker, you're talking about a wing player. Where we're talking about, we're not. I mean, Aldridge is a good big man.
Yeah.
Gasol's a good big man, but Ginobili's past his time. He can give it to you every now and then. Where you're like, okay.
I've never liked Danny Green.
Parker kind of small. I mean, Parker and them can't guard these. Patty Mills and Parker can't guard these point guards anymore. They can't guard Westbrook. They can't guard Curry. They can't guard Irving. So it's hard for them to create their own shot. And talking about that next player, Kawhi probably gonna be that next dude to take over the league. You know what I mean? I don't see LeBron dipping, but I mean,
he's already he's getting there. Almost.
And we're seeing a little bit with Kawhi. He's being asked to do more on the offense, and so his defense has dipped a little bit. He's still a great. He's still a great defender.
He'll give it to you.
But nobody can give 100% on both ends all game long, and not one end of the floor.
Your legs. You need the legs too much.
Exactly. So, but seeing what Kawhi's done, I was sitting there like, woo, this weekend, scoring 16 straight points to get him like Kawhi can get his shot anywhere on the floor now.
Yeah.
I mean, and I've never seen anyone develop as quick and as good as Kawhi has every single year. Who?
I have not.
And becoming a super. I mean, he's probably the second best player in the league.
Now, when I say this, it's gonna kind of catch you by surprise. CJ McCollum. Have you been watching that series?
No, I like CJ.
That's been a series. CJ McCollum went from averaging 5 points to 22. Now 23 this year. And it's not that he's just shooting shots. He creates his own shots. He's like, if D. Lil left the team, he'd be the leading scorer. They average the same amount of points. They're like the same play. It's crazy.
I get you on the offense end, but McCollum don't give it to you on the defense end, though.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about, like that all around. Now, offense
got potential, though.
Yeah,
that's where everyone starts.
But the thing about with Portland, and I like Portland, but they're never going to get it because they got two small guards. Like, they're pretty much both the size of point guards.
Yeah. That's a good matchup, though, right there with them and OKC. I mean, with them and the Warriors. I mean,
but we say it's a good matchup, but the Warriors came back with no KD, no Livingston, what was it? No Matt Barnes, no head coach. I feel like
that's just experience, though. When you have the experience that the Warriors do, and so you're always going to be in games. It don't matter how much you get down.
It's 3-0.
And you can shoot like that, yeah. But like I said, I watched the last 2 games of that series, and Portland's had the lead in this series. I mean, they even went up like 22 in that last game, and the Warriors just came back.
But the thing with the Warriors, though, like the Warriors are the one team in the league. Like they were down by like 12 or 13 in the game, and I was sitting at a bar in San Antonio watching it, and I was like, the game's not over. Like, you know what I mean? Most time you're down 15 points, you're like, we got this. You know what I mean? We playing a game of ball, and our team is up 15. You ain't thinking you gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With 2-3 minutes left going into the fourth quarter, I don't know how many times I've lost games in any level being up 15 going into the fourth quarter,
right?
And then lose it,
especially in the playoffs.
Yeah,
especially in the playoffs.
But with the Warriors, all you see is Clay came down, knocked down 2 threes.
Just pulling up out of nowhere.
That's 9 points. Curry came down, 2 threes in a row.
Yeah,
and
they're down by 3. You know what I mean? And that's what it was like. Clay came down here too. Curry's like, hold up. Boom, came down here too. And then all of a sudden they went down 15 to up 3 in a matter of like 2 minutes. So like with the Warriors, they can flip them being down to up so quick, and the game could be within 1 point, and then you look up, they up 15.
See,
so
and that's how you know they're a championship team, because they can do that. The Spurs are another team like that. The Spurs do it in a slower fashion, but they get it done.
They do it.
And another team, was actually the team we were talking about at first, is the Rockets are starting to become that way. I mean, in this series, the Rockets have never been up until like the last 3 minutes of the fourth. Like, they've been down by 21, 15, all kinds of stuff, and they just stick in it. Like
because you have, they said they feed off each other too. I mean, Harden come down, knock a 3, Lou come down, knock a 3, Gordon come down, like everyone come down and knock a 3, and within a minute, 2 minutes, the game just flipped from being down to tied that quick. So
same thing with the Cavs. Cavs did the same thing with the Pacers. They were down. They had they came back from the most points in playoff history. I think it was 25, and they came back and won that game for the Game 4 sweep. So I mean, we're seeing what championship teams do. Yeah,
the championship teams see adversity, and then they can flip adversity in a moment's notice. To where the one thing I'm still worried about the Cavs a little bit, though, because on the defense end they still struggle.
They've been allowing way too many.
Yeah, they've been struggling a lot. So
the Pacers can't score like that.
Like Lance Stevenson was out most of the season, came back towards the end of the season. Now in this series, like, we talking about Lance being a star again.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, is Lance really balling, or is Cleveland You know what I mean? I don't want to ever hate on somebody, so maybe it is
Right.
Lance. You know what I mean? I hope it is because I like
he does
Lance.
step up in the playoffs
Yeah.
in big games, and when he plays Bron, and for some reason he likes blowing in his ear. And I guess that gives him good luck.
Most definitely.
All right, that just interesting right there. Other series,
There's other ones like
the Bucks and the
Milwaukee.
Raptors. Yeah,
Yeah, but that's not interesting.
Yeah.
It's not too interesting.
Yeah, they ain't interesting.
I know that the Spurs took 2 L's back to back after having.
Oh yes,
But that was
Memphis is a good team though.
But that's y'all's
Yeah.
that's the Spurs' kryptonite.
yeah, those
That's
big,
all.
rugged
Yeah,
teams
that's
like
all.
that.
They're coming back though.
Yeah, that's always been their
Yeah.
kryptonite. It's been the Grizzlies. It's
Yeah.
not even just that certain type of team. The Grizzlies have been that team.
every
That
time.
anytime they play the Spurs,
The Grizzlies are really everybody's kryptonite, honestly, because they're so physical of a team. And then you got Mike Conley.
all over the
he's-
place.
I mean, he's a playmaker himself. I mean, everything he does is just the right play. Is what-
I mean, and now that contract doesn't look as great, even though he's the highest paid player in the league, which is still kind of crazy. But
yeah.
him getting big money, he stepped it up. I mean, we hadn't seen him do it. So, but the coaches knew that he could step up his offensive game, and like I said, that's been a real good series.
But yeah,
to watch so far. But saying they still win it. Yeah,
they got
San-
the home court.
Yeah,
I don't see Memphis taking 2 at their place.
No, not
so.
happening.
It's just not gonna happen. They might be able to split something and then maybe try to win one at home, but nah, they can't even do that.
But
because
yeah,
it's one more too
I don't think Kawhi's gonna let that happen.
It would definitely catch a lot of people off guard.
Oh,
myself
yeah.
included.
Oh no, most definitely.
Everybody, I feel.
Right.
Okay, what else is interesting?
Let's see. We talked about that. Wizards and the Hawks. That's not really too interesting.
But I do like some Bradley Beal and John
Yeah.
Wall though.
I mean, that's a good combination. I mean, John Wall is competitive.
Who's up in that series?
Washington's up
What,
2-1 right now.
Mhm.
Oh,
And
okay.
I always leave John Wall out of the conversation. But if John Wall can develop a shot, he could potentially be up there with the likes of a Westbrook. Because I feel like his basketball IQ is better than Westbrook's, but he just doesn't have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
So if he can get that down, he could potentially, be one of the better. He's already one of the better point guards in the league, but he could potentially be the best because I think Westbrook is the best point guard right now.
Man, what about
Okay.
my baby Serena Williams getting pregnant? Oh
Mm.
Lord, oh
Woo!
Serena taking time off from tennis. I'm like,
And I can't. Serena.
You kind of gotta take time off when you're 5 months.
but you know she
pregnant,
won the championship pregnant. She was 8 weeks pregnant when she won.
Yeah.
I'm like-
He's having a hard time
That's what's up.
So
collecting my thoughts right now because Serena's so fine.
Oh, bruh. When she in that
so
Beyonce video. I'm sorry. Ooh,
Serena, I mean, hey, whatever workout plan, diet plan, whoever she goes to
Doing that
get the
Kanye-
way she
that
get.
Kanye West workout plan.
I'm trying to work it up.
You know that song?
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and do
Sit us right with that tummy tied.
But I mean, whatever she doing, I feel like every girl in America need to go train with her. I mean, she just, because a lot of people will say somebody's thick or something like that, but thick nowadays means you right on the verge from being one cupcake away from being fat, stuff like that. But I mean, she thick, she thick,
Like a chocolate, like a chocolate shake.
with abs.
But so
She works for it?
oh no
She
most
works for that?
definitely.
Oh,
so
for
so
sure.
let's shut that down. And you men out there thinking that women can't do anything, and she pregnant, winning
Win championships.
So
And just,
so
I
just-
need to stop trying to holler at her. I already got her. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I got her pregnant.
Drake,
That's my baby.
Hey, Drake,
my baby.
Drake done messed it up. You know what I mean?
Drake got everybody looking at her again. Under the radar for a little bit. Now he bringing her back up. I could be Serena when she's playing with love. Whatever he say. Leave it alone. That's my girl, bro.
Stop, Drake. Stop.
Yeah, Drake. I haven't heard much about
Have
Drake.
you heard his new album yet?
More live?
The More Life.
I've listened to it.
Old news.
It ain't that good.
I
It's
mean,
alright.
It's one
Maybe
of those.
2 songs. Maybe.
Yeah,
Why aren't you talking about Kendrick?
we'll talk about Kendrick next. We'll talk
Oh,
about Kendrick.
calm your horses.
My
We'll
thing
talk
is-
about him right now.
My thing is with Drake is his times, his albums, they get better with time. You know what I mean? Like, you have to listen to them a couple of times. You'll be in a certain mood and you'll listen to one song.
Kendrick outsold in the first week.
And all of those types of things. Like, I'm just saying, every Drake album that I've listened to or heard, it grows on me. It takes time. I'll be in a certain type of mood, and I'll be like, all right, yeah, that's cool. I understand what you're talking about now and stuff like that. But initially, you're like, bro, what is it? It's only like one or two, like you were saying. But since Josh want to talk about Kendrick Lamar. Honestly, just me personally, I feel like I like Kendrick Lamar. Don't get me wrong. I like Kendrick Lamar. You know, I like his whole agenda and what he's promoting and things, what he talks about. I mean, he actually has some relevance to what he's saying. My thing is that just be an activist, bro. Like you don't have to do it in the rap business. I mean, because when I'm listening to rap, bro, that's not the type of rap I'm trying to listen to and stuff like that. He's just doing too much in the rap game. You know, it's just hey, you can't be two things at once. That's basically what I'm saying. Like, bro, if you want to be an activist, go be an activist. You know what I'm saying? Leave the rap to somebody else.
Right. Well, I
That's
mean,
all
man,
I'm saying.
that's the way he's getting his activism out. That's his platform. You know what I mean?
And I understand
And it's
that
like-
that's
it's
his
like-
platform, but I'm saying if you're doing it in rap, it's gonna be condescending to other people. Like the people you trying to reach, that we're gonna listen to it. But I'm saying, but if you have somebody else trying to listen to it, like let's say like somebody of white descent, they're not gonna sit there and listen to your rap song because it's rap. You know what I mean? Like they're not gonna listen to it. They're not even gonna entertain it. They're not gonna hear it. So if you're an activist, you can just be an activist, and then people are gonna be more relatable to you. So you can be like, oh, I can go listen to his piece. I'm not about to listen to no rap though. That's all I'm saying. Like if you're gonna do that, do that. That's all I'm saying. Because I used to like, I still like Kendrick Lamar. Don't get me wrong. I was about to say I used to like him. But when he was just rapping, because everybody knows when you're rapping, you can't really rap about what you want to rap about. You got to rap about what sells. And Kendrick doesn't rap about what sells.
Your first album, you get to.
Yeah,
Your
that's
first
what
album,
I'm
you get to
saying.
talk about what you want to talk
number
about.
one album right now, gonna have a number one hit next week.
But
What
a
he's
lot of
talking
people
about
have
is
a
selling.
number one hits. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, outsold
That's
more
fine.
live first week. All right.
That doesn't mean
That's
nothing.
fine.
I don't care about album sales
Yeah,
because
that's
that's a
fine.
popularity contest.
You were just talking about you have to rap about what sells, and his stuff is
Yes,
selling.
I understand, but that's selling to us. I'm saying you're not selling to everybody else. And I'm saying Drake caters to everybody. You know what I mean? Like everybody in the world knows Drake now. You know, he caters to all kinds of races, this, and that. I mean, Kendrick, you're catering to one specific crowd right now. I'm
But
saying
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what Nas did. Nas never changed. I
Exactly.
mean, so if that's what he wants to do, I mean, I'm cool with it. I mean, J. Cole's kind of the same way.
Right.
J. Cole has his style, and you want to reach out to a certain group. Everybody ain't trying to go pop. You know what I mean? If you want to be Madonna. You know what I mean? You gotta do what Drake
Yeah,
is doing.
but
You
the
have
thing
to
is
to open it up. But people that want to feel like they're staying true to themselves, you're not gonna make it as big as Drake.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad at whichever way you go. That's a personal
Yeah,
decision.
that's how I feel
Somebody
about
like
it,
Lauryn Hill.
too.
Lauryn Hill to me goes down as a great. She only
Yeah.
had one album. You know what I mean? But she was like, y'all gonna make me go commercial? I quit.
Yeah, but my thing is with J. Cole,
Dave Chappelle, I'm
he's
gonna
still
be myself.
relatable. J. Cole doesn't narrow it down like specifically to one thing. You know what I mean? He still kind of has a variety there.
I'm not big on
Stuff
Kendrick,
like
so I
that.
ain't trying to stick up on him no way.
Yeah,
I
but
rather
I'm
listen to J.
saying
Cole.
it's like Kendrick. It's like yes, I understand. Like you know, we both black. I get it. I get it, bro. Like I get it. You know what I mean? But there's other people out there that need to hear this, not just me. And if you promote it in this way, they're not even gonna entertain the idea. That's all I'm saying.
But that's fine though, because
That's all I'm saying.
because you know what, he's trying to uplift the people from his neighborhood.
That's true.
And,
I don't have any problem with it at all.
and that's how rap. I mean, that's how rap started. They was rapping about what they saw in their
That's
neighborhood, and then it branched off into where we can make money, we can reach out to you know what I mean? Because you go to a Kendrick's concert, like you're saying, like he's selling number one charts, or J. Cole or some of these other people. I mean Drake, like there ain't no African. I mean it ain't. It's suburban.
everybody.
It's suburban. I mean yeah, but it's mainly suburban white kids as at Lil Wayne concerts. You go to the concerts and that's what it is. He talks about it. Yeah, he talks about it in his music. I mean, well, that's why Lil Wayne started skateboarding and doing all this other stuff.
You gotta appeal to him.
You know what I mean? He
You
was
gotta touch
he started out. That's all Lil Wayne was. African Americans, minorities listen to Lil Wayne in the beginning, but when he wanted to branch out, what did he do? I mean, you said the same thing like with Ja Rule and him. Ja Rule was for a certain thing. Then I'm gonna start singing with Ashanti and them. You know what I mean? 50, all of them. They all started out in this certain route, but the ones that want to go and make that real bread and start making that pop money, I need to start singing on some tracks. So I mean, we'll see what Kendrick and them how long they about it to where they see these other people around them that are making more money. I'm pretty sure some people like Designer that's silly might be making more bread than them in certain places because you know what I mean? Because you make money off of touring.
Exactly.
You don't make money off your albums.
You don't because
that's not where the money.
It all
comes.
comes down to like you're a rapper, you do whatever you want to do with your music, and it's up to us to listen to it or not. Like it doesn't matter. Like you don't like this rapper, don't listen to him. Like it's his music. Like he's rich, he's famous. Like do what he wants to do. Like it's your music.
You tell me who's a better rapper, Kendrick or Drake? I'm gonna say Kendrick. But you tell me what concert you want to go to, Kendrick or Drake? I'm going to a Drake concert. It ain't even it ain't even a question. I mean, you know what I mean. But if I just had to sit there and listen to lyrics, I'm gonna listen to Kendrick. Mm-hmm. But you talking about putting on a show, entertainment? I'm going with Drake. I'm going with Drake all day. It's not even a question.
Yeah,
Let's
talk about affording it because I can't afford Drake. Can't afford those tickets right now. What you mean?
Come on. I would say I'm going to J. Cole's concert in Austin, and it's like in August. Yeah, it's in August though. He's having a concert at the Irving Center or whatever.
Wait, he's gonna be at ACL?
I think so.
Is it?
Has the lineup even come out? I don't think the lineup came out.
No,
I'll be there.
He's gonna be.
Or is it just?
It's gonna be at. It's gonna be a solo thing at on UT campus at the.
Right.
Was it the Irving Center or?
The Dreamville crew's going to like universities and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I get you. I feel you now.
But yeah, my thing is the only thing with like really the music business in general. I mean, nobody's winning. The only person that's winning is the person that has the distribution, and you know who has the distribution. So, I mean, a lot of these artists, and who owns, everybody knows who owns these companies and stuff like this. But, I mean, basically all rap is, rap and music and all of this stuff is it's a system to, you know, generate revenue for the government. I mean, they allow what they want to allow. I mean, you listen to a country station, they're not talking about, you know what I mean, Mary Jane or anything like that. They're not talking about that. They're talking about getting drunk, you know, maybe having a little, you know what I'm saying, you know, sexual intercourse or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And drinking beer. That's about it. And driving a truck. Now, you change that to 97.9 or a station down here, a rap station, it's completely different. You might talk about, you know what I'm saying, intercourse and stuff like that, but now you're talking about shooting other people and stuff like that and all kinds of stuff. Like, there's all kinds of stuff going on in rap. I mean, every category of music is being played for a certain reason, but that's a different subject for a different time and stuff like that. The main thing is distribution, and that's what you want to get a hold of. That's why everybody's starting to become their own label and stuff with Wayne and all kind of, with what he got, Cash Money and
Young Money.
Yeah, Young Money.
He works for Cash Money.
Yeah, he works for Cash Money. He has Young Money.
That's why he ain't coming out no albums. So
Drake has his
still owned by Cash Money.
Yeah.
I mean, he's owned by Cash Money. That's why Drake don't want, or Lil Wayne don't want to come out with nothing because he's still owned by somebody right now.
He's trying
so I mean, so you have people like what's the guy's name? Is it Chance that's independent?
Yeah, Chance is independent. Chance did it the right way.
You know what I mean? Mac Miller, these type of guys, to where really a lot of these guys.
Macklemore. I think Mac Miller's side. You're thinking Macklemore. Who's
well, I know Mac Miller used to. I mean, that's all he used to talk about was being independent.
Oh, okay.
He might not be anymore. But there was a time to where Macklemore might be too, but I know Mac Miller was independent for a long time. So and those type of guys. What's that one? He was on that dating show. White guy. He has a
Logic.
No.
Logic is.
No. He's silly though.
One of my new favorites.
But he make money though. Like he be having like the green and yellow Skittle braids. White boy. The grill.
The one that says spring bread.
You're talking about
Riff Raff.
There you go.
You know what I mean? But people like Riff Raff that's like independent. Like Riff Raff make bread. Like you might laugh at him and think he's funny, but he's independent. Like he goes around doing shows. He's on World Star Hip. Every time he put out a video, it's on World Star Hip Hop because he control all his own stuff. When you control your own stuff, you really making money. So some of these guys that you think that's making bread, they making it, but they having to pay everybody else. Exactly. They get the last piece of the pie, what's ever left over. People like him, as silly as he is, making bread. I mean, I looked it up on Google, like on Forbes, and it was like that Riff Raff is worth more than not like somebody like Drake, but some other people you were like, oh, he's more popular than Riff Raff, but Riff Raff is independent, so he's able to pull in more of his own revenue.
You say that? Well, they say that's why Prince was murdered a year ago. I mean, if you get into the conspiracy theory of it, they say Prince was on the way. He was leading the revolution into getting independence for all artists.
Right.
And then he mysteriously ends up dead in his elevator in his house.
Say, I mean, not trying to say I agree with it. Same with like Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby wanted to buy what was it?
NBC. I think it was.
NBC.
Yeah,
Like
NBC.
none of this stuff started popping up until they was like, "Oh, you trying to do what?" Oh, okay. We got some for for these people that are trying to take that next level. I ain't like I said, I ain't this conspiracy theorist, but when there's smoke, there might be fire sometimes.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's just crazy the things that happen and then the stories that come out after. And then my thing is, if you're a logical thinker, and I believe everybody's logical. The only reason people become or only time people don't think logically is when they're just being irrational. They don't want to believe something. You know what I mean? Because everybody believes certain things, and like some things are just, they're not too far fetched for you to believe. Or to at least taken to thought or anything like that. But oftentimes you get these kind of issues with stuff like this. You'd be like, oh, so it's just a coincidence that this happened when he died when he was trying to do this. And you're like, Michael Jackson, I mean, his doctor gave him too many pills, he overdosed. I'm like, it's been the same doctor from how long ago? And now, all of a sudden, he's just going to give him too many pills just out of nowhere? Think about that logically. You're like, I don't want to think about it logically, so I'm going to tell you something else.
I don't think Michael Jackson was a conspiracy. I think he just had a dumb doctor. I think his doctor made a mistake. I mean, like, he could be giving him the same medication for years, but everybody makes that mistake. You know what I mean? Everybody make that one bad mistake.
I don't know.
But like I said, everybody believes what they want to believe. But the thing is, the problem with people is that people think irrational sometimes, and they don't accept ideas. You know what I mean? So that's the problem. If you can just accept ideas and have apathy for somebody, put yourself in their shoes, and just see what they're talking about, and don't shut it down. That could change the world right there. The whole world would be a better place right there.
Most definitely. Well, that's all the time we got here today. I mean, we were for a strong hours of change. You know what I mean? Straight to facts.
Straight to facts. Straight to facts, y'all.
That's how it goes. I mean, me personally, I like to say it's been a good semester. We had some good shows. You know what I'm saying? We had some great debates, great conversations, and things like that. What we say? This is gonna be our last one for
the semester.
I think this is gonna be the last one right here. This is gonna be the last one here.
It's gonna be the last one. So,
Finals coming up.
Finals coming up next week and all that.
Raise your hand if you're low key borderline for a few classes.
I mean, I can't see my hand right now, but I'm telling you, I'm low. I need your prayer. I need it all.
Prayers. Send them out to Straight to Facts. We appreciate all of them.
Yeah, so we appreciate everybody listening in. Going on YouTube, or going on the KTI site, listening live on
following us on social media, stuff like that.
And we still have our episodes online too, so you can still go watch those at ktai.com, right?
Most definitely, they're all uploaded up there.
Or just YouTube, Straight to Facts.
Exactly.
Yep.
2 ways that you could always go and watch and keep in contact with us. I mean, we all have the handle and things like that, so one of us will get back to you if you really have something to say. I mean, there's means of getting a hold of us.
Most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
So, on behalf of Travis Pettis,
Ashley Gonzalez,
Travis Demas.
All right, y'all gonna hear more from the Hookster next semester, y'all. I promise.
And Jose, you got something to say?
and special thanks to our cameraman Jose. Over
come here. Come here.
We appreciate it.
I don't even know if I'm
appreciate it.
That's just creepy.
I mean, you got to give love, helping us out. So we want to do a couple of new things this semester, and he jumped in on a moment's notice. So we appreciate you over there. So
shout out Tommy.
So we'll be hearing y'all on the other side.
Right. Good luck in y'all's finals. Stay safe, and we'll see y'all next semester.
Get money.
Peace.
Bye, everybody.